Welcome to the Social Lens and thank you for watching. The political landscape of South Africa has been in a state of flux since the May elections, which resulted in an unprecedented outcome for the African National Congress, the ANC. Losing its parliamentary majority for the first time since the end of apartheid, the ANC has had to navigate the complex terrain of forming a government of national unity, GNU. This comprehensive report delves into the intricate negotiations, alliances, and power struggles that have characterized the formation of the new executive, focusing on the key players and events that have shaped the process. The general elections held in May 2024 marked a significant turning point in South African politics. The ANC, which had dominated the political scene for 3 decades, suffered its worst electoral defeat, securing less than 50% of the vote. This loss forced the ANC to seek coalition partners to form a government, setting the stage for a series of intense and often contentious negotiations. In the immediate aftermath of the elections, President Cyril Ramaphosa began reaching out to potential coalition partners. The Democratic Alliance, DA, the main opposition party, emerged as a crucial player in these talks. Early discussions centered around the distribution of cabinet positions, with Ramaphosa offering the DA 6 portfolios and 4 deputy ministries. However, the DA's federal executive initially demanded 12 cabinet posts and insisted that their ministers be allowed to appoint new directors general. One of the major sticking points in the negotiations was the trade and industry portfolio. Initially included in the offer to the DA, this ministry was later retracted by Ramaphosa, who instead proposed the tourism ministry, which the DA regarded as less significant. This move led to frayed tempers and the leakage of letters between the parties, revealing the contentious nature of the discussions. In an effort to resolve the impasse, Ramaphosa and DA leader John Steenhuisen held a private meeting. The outcome of this meeting was crucial, as it aimed to salvage the power-sharing agreement reached 2 weeks prior. Steenhuisen faced the challenging task of persuading his party's federal executive to accept the revised offer, which excluded the trade and industry portfolio but included other significant ministries and deputy minister positions. In a letter to the DA leadership, Ramaphosa rejected their demands, describing them as offensive, condescending, and inconsistent with the constitution. He accused the DA of attempting to establish a parallel government, which violated the spirit of the coalition. Emphasizing the urgency of naming his executive, Ramaphosa continued discussions with other parties to finalize the GNU agreement. Despite the DA's significant role in the negotiations, Ramaphosa also engaged with smaller parties to broaden the coalition. The Good Party, led by Patricia de Lille, was considered for inclusion despite its poor electoral performance. The Patriotic Alliance and the United Democratic Movement, UDM, were also potential partners. The UDM, which had initially felt sidelined, eventually agreed to join the GNU, bringing the total number of parties in the coalition to 10. The negotiations were not just about forming a government but also reflected the internal dynamics and power struggles within the ANC. Deputy President Paul Mashatile was seen as the traditional heir to the presidency, but other influential figures like National Chairperson and Secretary General of the ANC posed potential challenges. These internal conflicts added another layer of complexity to the coalition talks. The MK Party, led by former President Jacob Zuma, and the Economic Freedom Fighters, EFF, initially shunned the GNU invitation. However, as the negotiations progressed, these parties sought to form a separate coalition with the ANC, excluding the DA and the Freedom Front Plus. This last-minute maneuvering by MK and EFF aimed to woo the ANC away from its deal with other parties, offering a different majority in the parliament. The uncertainty surrounding the GNU negotiations had a significant impact on financial markets. The South African rand fell sharply amid reports of disagreements between the ANC and DA over cabinet positions. Market analysts viewed an ANC-DA coalition as the best scenario for economic reforms, while an alliance with EFF and MK was considered a worst-case scenario. The market sensitivity to the political developments underscored the importance of a stable and business-friendly government. By mid-June, the signed GNU included 10 parties, accounting for 287 out of 400 parliamentary seats. The final stages of the negotiations saw the inclusion of parties like the UDM, Al-Jamaah, and the Pan-Africanist Congress of Azania, PAC. These parties had previously been part of the MK-led Progressive Bloc, which was now reduced to MK, EFF, the African Transformations Movement, ATM, and the United Africans Transformation, UAT. As the negotiations drew to a close, reports indicated that a deal had been struck between the ANC and DA over cabinet positions. The DA was reportedly offered the Agriculture and Rural Development portfolio, along with 6 deputy minister positions in key economic clusters. However, the final cabinet announcement was delayed, reflecting the ongoing complexities and strategic maneuverings within the coalition. Throughout the negotiations, Ramaphosa emphasized the urgency of finalizing the GNU and moving forward with governance. In his communications with coalition partners, he stressed the importance of putting national interests above party politics and ending the paralysis that had gripped the government. The delay in announcing the cabinet continued to fuel frustration among the public and political analysts alike. The formation of the GNU marks a new chapter in South Africa's political history. The coalition's success will depend on the ability of its diverse members to work together towards common goals such as poverty alleviation, job creation, and economic reform. The internal dynamics within the ANC and its relationships with coalition partners will play a crucial role in shaping the future of the country. The journey towards forming South Africa's government of national unity has been fraught with challenges, negotiations, and strategic maneuverings. From the initial aftermath of the elections to the final stages of cabinet formation, this process has highlighted the complexities of coalition politics in a diverse and evolving democracy. As President Cyril Ramaphosa prepares to announce his new executive, the nation awaits with bated breath, hoping for a government that can deliver on its promises and steer the country towards a brighter future. If you found this video informative, please click the like button and consider subscribing to the channel for more videos. Until next time.